thank you so much for being with us. I know it's early for you, but talk to me about Saturday night. Why is this a must-watch?
This is a must-watch because you have one guy that wants to prove to the world that he's able to jump weight classes and be up there with the likes of a Sugar Ray Leonard, like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Roy Jones, and so many others that have jumped different weight classes and tested their skills. This is a must-see because, both guys are relentless. One guy, power puncher, heavy hitter. Another guy would never quit and come straight ahead with the will to win. So when you got two guys like this in both with that killer attitude, it's going to be a great fight.
He's the most exciting because he is vulnerable, because he's not unbeatable. He's got crazy fast twitchies, he can box, but he's so aggressive and he's vulnerable enough to counters that it's actually excitement.
Floyd Mayweather and Max Kellerman discussed the most hyped matchup of 2026, with Floyd leaning towards Shakur as the superior fighter. Mayweather praised Stevenson's elite defense, sharp boxing IQ, and complete skill set, calling him the best fighter in his weight class.
Between 130, 135, and 140, they stack, around that area. So, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
Most skillful fighter at 135 would be hands down Shakur Stevens. Meanwhile, Max Kellerman criticized Shakur Stevenson by pointing out that he is naturally smaller compared to other fighters in the division and not known as a big puncher.
The chance the other guy can win, and that makes it even more exciting, to say nothing of the pace he sets, the level of action, the level of bombs that are thrown as he fights better opposition, the number that will be.
Kellerman claimed Teofimo Lopez is the more exciting fighter than Shakur because of his explosive style and unpredictability. Kellerman added that knowing Shakur Stevenson has the skill to beat him makes him even more thrilling to watch.
I respect where you're coming from with him because he's up there. But when I think about Lopez and what we saw against Lomachenko, we saw his boxing ability, we saw his elusivity, and we know what he's got in terms of power in both hands, and he comes forward. It ain't like he backs up. He stalks you too, and he comes to finish you. When I think about Tyson comparisons, when I think about knockout power, when I think about excitement, when I think about those things, I think about Teofimo Lopez. That would be my choice.
Stephen A. Smith also disagreed with Floyd Mayweather's pick. He highlighted Lopez's impressive performance against Vasyl Lomachenko, arguing that Teofimo Lopez would be his choice in a matchup against Shakur Stevenson.
He draws real crowds when he fights. That's hard to do in boxing. He gets announced at Ravens games, and he gets a big ovation, right? And now he's already fighting on pay-per-view.
His aura, people like him. At Main Street, he got a boyish look. He's very marketable. As far as when you look at him, he's marketable, but when the bell rings, he's a killer.
Kellerman asked Floyd Mayweather why he believes Shakur Stevenson is more popular with the audience. Kellerman questioned what makes fans connect more with Shakur compared to Teofimo Lopez.
With this type of fight and this type of magnitude of a fight, I have everything and all the attributes to beat this guy. This is great, man. This is great for the sport. We're both going to come into our 16th fight, and this right now is huge.
With Max Kellerman, Teofimo Lopez stated that he is fully ready to take on the fight against Shakur Stevenson. He expressed confidence in his preparation, power, and strategy, emphasizing that he's motivated and eager to prove himself in this high-stakes matchup.
Compared to him, but you like to mix it up. It's not like you have the longest reach and like to box from outside. You like to fight. How do you see this as a matchup of styles?
Style-wise and everything, I know, they call him high.
I think that, with this type of fight and this type of magnitude of a fight, you know, I have everything. And all the attributes to beat this guy. You know, this is great, man. This is great for the sport. We're both going to come into a 16 fight, you know, and this right now is huge.
But he was, I mean, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want.
And discussing the matchup against Shakur Stevenson, Lopez said he welcomes the clash of styles. He highlighted his aggressive power punching approach versus Shakur's technical defensive mastery, calling it an exciting test.
But the main thing is, what are you expecting to see from Teofimo Lopez? Anything you haven't seen before from him?
Nah, he the truth. I understand what I'm getting myself into. I know that he's a great fighter. I believe that I'm the better fighter. So at the end of the day, come January 31st, we're going to find out. A
lot of people, when they talk about their opponents, look to disparage them. You don't want to do that. You just call them the truth. You respect them as a fighter. What do you expect about him?
At the end of the day, I'm an honest fighter. I sit down, I watch, and I see who's good and who's not. And when I watch him, I think he's a great fighter. So me being honest with you, that's all cool. But at the end of the day, once again, I will come out victorious.
Big narratives surrounding the last fight was the whole Tom and Jerry aspect of it. We're expecting to see you stand in front of Teofimo Lopez. And
I can't tell y'all how I'm going to fight. Why would I tell you? If I tell you, that means I'm telling him. So at the end of the day, it'll be a surprise for him. And just come in on fight night and I'll be ready.
Okay, who else?
This is Johnny Boy. What do you do better than Tio?
I'm the better.
Mayweather has long appreciated Shakur Stevenson's talent, praising his skill, defense, and boxing IQ. Mayweather even said he would have loved to sign Shakur to his promotional company.
What Tio needs to avoid, and why this has all the makings of being an all-time great fight. We're just going to start with the southpaw jab in the lab from my perspective in full detail. Shakur has one of the best jabs in the business, in my opinion, especially from a southpaw standpoint, because what he do as fighters has this rocky, back and forth place before they about to do offense. Shakur always catches it and hits you with the beautiful jab right there. He has a great measure of distance with it. And like I said, he has good timing with it because he catch when a guy wants to attack, you're rocking, you want to be front foot heavy and the jab get there every time. He catches guys the minute that they want to attack from their front foot and he stopped their momentum with that very quick, snappy jab from a southpaw standpoint. This is something that Tio have to avoid. That quick jab. As you can see here, when Tio was going against Ortiz, he fighting the southpaw with your lead hand down. That's a tragedy. Why is it a tragedy? Because you're closer to their lead hand. And don't forget, guys, I just told you, Shakur has a very, very good jab. So that means Tio lead hand down, going into offense against Shakur, going with his lead hand down, he's open for the jab. And we all know that's one of Shakur's best.
Reflecting that same confidence, Stevenson remains calm in pre-fight interviews, emphasizing that his goal isn't just to make statements or hype the bout. He aims to deliver a strong performance, defend his belts effectively, and prove his skill decisively in the ring.
The fight next Saturday with Tio and Shakur.
Whoever God wants to win. But it's that's a great fight for boxing, because it's a fight that's long, it's one of those fights that's been long overdue, that people have been waiting for it to be made.
Broke down Shakur's style and advised Teofimo Lopez to avoid playing into Stevenson's defensive strengths. He urged Teo to focus on imposing himself rather than getting caught in overly technical exchanges that favor Shakur.
Facing Teofimo Lopez, a guy that, you were in talks about fighting before you jumped to 54. What'd you think of that fight?
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Two top guys fight each other. I think Shakur gonna cook him. I ain't gonna lie. I think Shakur gonna cook him 9-3.
9-3?
Yeah.
Now, you talking about is it competitive early or is it just?
It might be competitive early, but I think Shakur just gonna start breaking him down mentally and stuff like that. I don't think T.O. like mentally there sometimes.
What is it about Shakur that's difficult?
I just think I think with these guys, I think Shakur, like, he knows his distance well, and I don't think the other guys can like reach him or capitalize.
To many boxing pros, Stevenson versus Lopez. Fight is a thrilling matchup that boxing fans have long awaited. While the clash of styles promises an exciting contest, the promotion hasn't matched its significance.
Decision. Could a stoppage be on the table? Because you said like frustrate him.
Yeah, for sure. A stoppage is always in the works. These guys fighting with 8 ounces on no egg or anything can happen in boxing.
So what does Shakur have to do to be successful against a T.O.?
Just be himself. Be him. Don't listen to the crowd. Don't listen to these fans. Don't listen to these haters, naysaying doubters. Just be him. Do what he do best, and that's one.
Yeah. Keep it. Is that a situation where you keep it simple, keep it boring?
Keep it simple and win. That's all. Get home safely to your family, bro. Keep it simple and just win.
Is this the kind of fight dudes like Shakur, dudes like Devin, Gervonta, y'all get a lot of criticism for, it seems like, performances, opponents, etc. Is this the performance, or is this the fight that'll shut up the naysayers?
What, for Shakur?
Yeah.
I would say yeah, but you're gonna always have them people in the background saying they're gonna try to downplay.
Matchup finally set and anticipation building. Experts from across the boxing world have weighed in with their perspectives. Jiren Ennis weighed in on the highly anticipated fight between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, offering a clear prediction and analysis. He believes Stevenson will dominate the matchup and predicts a 9-3 type advantage in Stevenson's favor. Ennis attributes this edge to Stevenson's mental discipline and precise understanding of distance, which allows him to control the pace and neutralize Lopez's offense over time.
The other day, about the fight and stuff like that, he was like, man, like, he was talking about T.O. and, he was like, man, Shakur's never fought nobody like T.O. He's never fought nobody that fast. He's never fought nobody that explosive, that powerful. And when Shakur gets hit, what's going to happen? I just feel like Shakur is, defensively, he's really, really good as a southpaw defensively. But T.O. is nice too. T.O. is a real nice fighter. I just say Shakur because I think that because with T.O., bro, we just don't know what T.O. gonna show up. Like sometimes T.O. is mentally, he does shine in big fights. That's one thing about T.O. With Josh Taylor, with Lomachenko, he shined in those big fights and stuff like that. But then sometimes he'll struggle. Of course, he lost against Cambosis. All this stuff was going on with Claggett, with Sandor Martin. And he got other people that he kind of struggled with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that. But Shakur, I think that Shakur could break mentally. I think Shakur could.
Also notes that a stoppage is possible, emphasizing boxing's inherent unpredictability, meaning Lopez could be overwhelmed if Stevenson maintains pressure, and this advises Stevenson to focus on his strengths, stay true to his style, and ignore outside opinions or criticism. By keeping things simple and executing his strategy, Stevenson can secure a clear victory while minimizing unnecessary risks.
And when you're not hitting nobody, you missing, they just tagging you or something, you could break them. But at the same time, yes, I think that T.O. could potentially. He's sharp, he's fast, and he hits hard too. So it'll be a good fight. I just think that I just think that Shakur. It'll be shocked. I'll be shocked, bro. If T.O. could beat Shakur, I'll be shocked, basically, because I think Shakur is supposed to win.
Is T.O. the type of, with his style, because he's got to be one of the most athletic fighters like in the world right now.
Yeah.
So is he the type of guy where it's just like, his athleticism, he'll throw some shit at you where you just do not see it coming. That's maybe the type of style where it's just like, Shakur's amazing defensively, but damn, maybe he didn't see this coming, didn't see that coming. His punch.
The ones that hurt you, the ones that knock you out, the ones you don't see coming is the ones that knock you out. So that's a possibility.
Regis Prograis recently dropped a bold prediction for the Stevenson versus Lopez matchup, saying he believes Shakur Stevenson will mentally break Teofimo Lopez in their fight. Prograis explained that while Lopez is athletic and capable of rising in big moments, he often shows inconsistency and psychological struggles across his bouts, which could work in Stevenson's favor. According to Prograis, Shakur's disciplined style, sharp counter punching, and consistent performance can frustrate Lopez and wear him down mentally as the fight progresses. Prograis predicts Stevenson will pull away after the early rounds, ultimately winning decisively on points because Lopez will struggle to adjust once he can't land the big shots he relies on.
Just like I said, man, focused, ready to do what I got to do, my assessment on my part Saturday night, and we will be victorious.
For the winner of this fight, where do you think that takes him pound for pound? Let's just in general with boxing fans.
It's up to you all. You guys got that power. For me, my power is just to do what I got to do on that night, Saturday night against Shakur Stevenson, and keep my belts, retain my belts, defend my belts, and just keep it moving. Yes, sir. Any other questions?
Will it be Theo bring the pain Lopez night?
Yeah, we bringing the pain, man. Bring back the pain. So that's what we're doing, man. We bringing the pain, and
Prograis also acknowledges there's a real possibility Teofimo Lopez could score a knockout, especially early in the fight. Prograis says Lopez's physical strength and power make him dangerous. If Teo lands clean, his explosive punching could change the fight's complexion and potentially stop Shakur before the final bell.
Magnitude of this fight, right? You're number one at 140, ring champ. He isn't the ring champ at 135. There isn't one right now, but he'd probably be considered the number one guy at 135. When you think about boxing history, I know you know your boxing history. What can you compare this fight to in terms of previous matchups, and what do you think it means for you guys in terms of the legacy you set going forward?
I think from the grand scale of it all, it can kind of be like a Loma situation, just now with the community, that's all. So I think that's all that plays with it, and really, my job really is just to cut off the noise and do what I got to do. And then seeing all that with what they're saying, and I mean, this is a big fight, man. It's a magnitude fight, and we're both prepared, so I can't wait to see what...
Teofimo Lopez made it clear that his main focus is defending his world title against Shakur Stevenson. He emphasizes that his goal is not just to participate in the fight, but to retain his belts and continue building his legacy at 140 pounds. Lopez stresses that he respects Stevenson as a fighter, but firmly believes in his own abilities, claiming he is the superior athlete. He explains that while fans and analysts may debate styles, strategies, or potential knockouts, his approach is to let his skills speak for themselves on fight night. Lopez mentions that trying too hard to force a knockout can backfire, so he prefers to let opportunities come naturally while staying disciplined and ready.
He steps up at the big ones. So I am less inclined to be concerned about the version of Teofimo that's going to turn up on Saturday than I am with Shakur, because Shakur always fights the same way. Low output, brilliant. The art of the game is to hit and not get hit. Shakur Stevenson's the guy. If you're reading a textbook of how to do the hit and not get hit, he's the master of it, right? But does that always lend to a fantastic watch? No, it doesn't. I'm unsure, mate, if I'm honest right now. I don't want to put my flag in the sand and say this is going to be a barn burner, because I'm not convinced that it will be a barn burner. I think it's going to be really tight, really, like I said at the start of this, a thinking man's fight, of which the odd mistake here and there is going to then point you in the direction of who
frames his fight with Shakur as a bout of major significance, comparable to some of the sport's historically notable matchups. He acknowledges the hype, media attention, and fan expectations that naturally come with such high-profile fights, understanding that this moment could have a lasting impact on his career and legacy. Despite this, Teo emphasizes the importance of filtering out distractions and not getting caught up in external opinions or narratives. His focus is on the tangible aspects he can control rather than the noise surrounding the fight. Ultimately, he views this matchup not just as a challenge, but as an opportunity to solidify his reputation and further establish himself among the sport's elite.